Hello, welcome to TruHART collection. So in this video I am going to show for you how to make the pockets, the one that is at the back of the trouser, and how to make a fly, and again also how to make side pocket, which is called slant pocket. So I'm going to show you these pockets. Let's start with the pockets. So the pocket I am talking about is this part. I hope you can see this. This is the pocket I am talking about. This is the trouser back of the pocket. This pocket is called WELT pocket. So today I'm going to show you how to make WELT pockets. Yes, everything and into details. So again also I'm going to show you how to put this kind of how to make this slant pocket. So we'll go with WELT pocket, slant pocket. So in this video I'm going to start with a WELT pocket. So you can do a WELT pocket like this for a man, and for ladies, let me show you. You can go on and do something like this for the ladies. So for the ladies can go with what we call the single WELT pocket, and men goes with double. Why do I say double? Double is when there is upper and then there is low. So this we called WELT pocket, and this we called single WELT pocket. They all can go at the back, and you can find these pockets as well on the coat. So this is vest coat. Yes, the small coat is called vest coat. You can as well find these pockets on the vest coat, even the bigger coat on its own. So let's see what requirement you need, especially if you are making a trouser. You need to ensure that you have this soft stiff. You need to make sure that you go with a soft stiff, and you need to ensure that you have a scissor that can cut very well. You have what's it called, fabric scissor, shear scissor that can cut very well, because we shall be cutting a very tiny corners. Then when you have that, you need to have a front pattern and a back pattern. So of a trouser. So I have this pattern. This is the front and back. So again you will need the lining. So I have a lining that I will use. So what you need to understand is you will need a lining for a back pocket. Since we are starting with the back pocket, let me put this aside. So what you need for a back pocket is stiff. You cut the stiff cloth. You need these two pieces. You need one, then two, and you need the back pattern. So this is the back pattern. You could see that it has this. So this is the back pattern, and the back pattern is having the I've already marked that pattern, and it has the dots here. If you do not know how to draft, I have a trouser drafting. You can check on that. So you will have to ensure that you have a chalk that can help you with that. So we are going to make sure that we trace. This is the wrong pattern. This is the this is the wrong. Most importantly, you need chalk. So this is the wrong pattern. So we are going to ensure that we trace our pattern. So we trace our dot. So we are going to start putting on our dot. So this is my dot. My dot is let me use a tape measure. My dart is 3 inch. You could see my dart is 3 inch, and it's going to go on, yes, 1/2 cent, 0.25. So the back that will not be like, for the dart will not be like so much wider. So the width of the dart will just be 0.5 centimeter. And remember, this is my width of the pocket. So my width of pocket is 5 point. I'm going to make sure that's 5.5. So that means from this point to here, it's 5.5. So let's go with 5.5. And I'm going to trace this at the back. So if this is my needle, and then this is how I do the tracing. And you're going to be asking, how long is my dart from the waist? 3.5. let's see here, 3 centimeter. So here should be 3 inches, rather 3 inches. Sorry, I use centimeter. For those of you who are using centimeter, let's see, we should be having 7.5. Are you getting? You should be having 7.5 even here, and then you should go 8. If here 7.5, here should be 8 because it's sliding. So whatever you will have here, we are going to make sure that we transfer it at the back. So I have that. Use the pins to do the transferring, and that. So that means at the end of the day, I am getting this. So have a very sharp chalk. I have that. I have this, and then I have this. So I can remove. Now what I have here, and now I can go ahead and I mark. Now I see what I'm having here. This is what we're going to be having. But first and foremost, we are going to ensure that we put our dart. This is more than enough. You have done your dart neatly, and then the next thing you're going to do is to iron your dart. So I have this pillow called tailor's ham. So I'm going to iron. I'm ironing my dart. First, you iron your dart straight. The next one is you press. This is tailor's ham, and this is tailor's clamper. So this you iron and then you press to keep the pin. So another thing you can do is you can as well steam. My flat iron doesn't steam, but you can do like this. You put water and then after ironing straight like this, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to open, and then you're going to ensure that you make this face at the center seam. So this is my side seam and this is my center. So I'm going to make sure that I make these slips on the center, and then I start ironing this line I've created, and then I go like this. I like this pressing so much, it helps me. So the next thing you're going to go about is you're going to make sure that you turn the back. Yes, you turn the right side. So when it comes to the right side, you're going to make sure that you put your water, and now you are going to make sure that you go with a pressing fabric. If you don't have a pressing fabric, then you will need one. You don't iron direct. So I'm going to put and I press. It's not good to steam direct. So instead of putting my hands, I can just press like this. And then there you go. So you have your beautiful dart, and you can go ahead and bring your line. So that means when you're stitching, it's going to cut inside. So the next thing you're going to do is you're going to get your stiff. Please use soft stiff. Use soft stiff as you can. So use soft stiff. So you're going to make sure that you press here and then you iron it. Sorry. I think I probably used. Yeah, I press. This side is heating and it's signing. I press, so I messed up the whole thing. Sorry, I have to cut a new one. This is when you need more. You always need to make sure that accident, mistakes does happen. So you have to make sure that you take precautions. Don't iron the signing part. You could see that it has spoiled my stuff a bit. So I'm going to go back and place. This time I have to double check just to ensure that I'm really in the right track. When it comes to ironing the stiff paper, please don't pour water on it. Yeah, so I have this. This is now good to go. So the next thing I'm going to do is to ensure that I trace my this pattern back. I need it inside. I'll trace it back. It helps me a lot. So I can use now pen ink instead of chalk. I have this, and I have this, and I have that. So after this, I'm going to make sure that I have lining. So I'm going to place lining here first. That way I work together with my lining and all this. So this is, now I can remove my pillow. This is my lining. This lining is long enough. hope you can be able to see how long is this. So the lining, you're going to make sure that you get the lining from here to here, and that gives us, I don't know how better I could make this. So that means the lining, you're going to make sure that you get it from here up to this point. So it should be 18. The long should be 18, and then the width you can use the width. Let's see, the width is 7.5, or the width you can use 18 centimeter. So the width can be 18 centimeter, and then the longest can be, yeah. So the next thing I'm going to do is to get my pattern, and you need 2 of these. One is for the other pocket, and then this. So 18 inches by 20 centimeter, and that will work for you. Okay, so the next thing we are going to go through is the facing. So this is for the welt, small and a little bigger. You need big. This big is going to be for facing. Okay. You need a bigger size, you need a small size, medium, and then the small. So this small and medium, please make sure that you iron them. So you're going to ask how many inches goes on this. This you can use 1.25, and then this you can use, let's not guess, let's see what I have here. So you can use 2.5, and then you can use 1.5. Then this other one can go beyond that. 5 inch is okay. Please, the width should be same as this, 20 inches, 20 centimeters. Okay, you see that? I don't know if you can be able to see. The width should be 20 centimeters. Okay, I think 8 inches, slightly there like that. So the width should be equivalent to this pocket. And they say that the pocket lining should be long, 18 by 8 inches. Okay, so let's go and start stitching. So we will put this aside, and we'll go with this. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that I stitch this. I gave to have the middle of this. The only way I can get middle is if I notch, and I will stitch. I will stitch it here. So you can pin or you can run a stitch. So let's see how we can do this. Just pin. So you could see here that this one has scattered both for this and that. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to now add my small part. So the small part is going to face the small part is going to go up, and then this other medium part is going to go down, and then this facing is going to go lining later. So before I do that, I need to make sure that I get these other details right. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to make sure that I use a pen to to get my details very right. I want a very straight line. I want a very straight line, and I'm going to cut. When I'm cutting, I'm really going to be very serious because my line is very straight. So I've done this, and then I am going to make sure that I get the middle point of this, and then probably I'll trim this part off. I'll still use pen. So I'm going to assume that my middle part, is here. And then I'm going to make sure that, since my pocket, I need to make sure that I measure my pocket width. So my pocket width is from here to here, should be 5. So I'm going to use pocket width of this much. Then I'm going to make sure that I divide. So your pocket width can be 5, but I'm going to make sure that I use 5.5, enough my hands to fit. So I have this to this, and this is my middle. So the next thing I'm going to do is to mark a line of half centimeter. To mark a line of half centimeter. If this is 1, then I should have half here. Hope you can be able to see. Let me zoom for those who cannot see. So I'm going to make sure that I mark a line of half centimeter. So I come here and I mark half centimeter. Make sure that you mark half centimeter. Then here you as well make sure that you mark half centimeter. Then you draw a line